Hello, hi everybody, my lovely people. So, as you can see from the title, what would your future spouse love about you? Remember to subscribe to support my channel and leave a comment if you want to. Okay, so today I came from work early because work is crazy, and I work in a place where we're very exposed to the public because of the charity thing. So a lot of cases of COVID at work. So actually, I had to lock the door and open the window and not talk to everybody. So I had to leave work early and because the case has been increasing of COVID at my workplace. So maybe from next week I'm gonna work from home, even though the government didn't say so. So hopefully everybody's staying safe because the new virus is really spreading really fast. And the thing is, I wanna like warn people about because it start like not serious. So you'll be like just having like like you feel like you catch a cold, it's nothing serious. After 4 days or something like that, you're gonna have that serious effect. So if you feel like you're having a headache or just runny nose or something like that, so you might be like having it. Hi everybody. So remember to like and subscribe. What would your future spouse love about you? I've done this reading. It's still lagging on my phone, so I decided to just come live and do it. And this is for another day because I've done it and it's still just my phone with the memory and stuff like that. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And please ignore my nails. I was about to do them, and then I was like, gosh, just let me come live and then do them. So we got this tone and this tone and this tone and this tone and this tone. Choose one. Hey honey, how are you? Hi honey, I miss you. I hope you're feeling great. So choose one. What would your future spouse love about you? And also want to do what would your future spouse hate about you as well. I've been sick since before New Year's. Oh, did you go to the hospital to check what is it? It's just a normal sickness. I already got like sick for a few days and that was it because of the weather. Maybe nothing serious, but me I just got sick like for 2 days. It was just normal and then I'm gonna tell you that's in December, I guess. Anyway, choose one, people. Number one here, what would your future spouse love about you? I hope you're excited to know. I already know, but I like choosing bio with you. Even though I know what would my future spouse exactly love about me, and when he meet me, and I know exactly the shit that I'm gonna hate about him when I fucking meet him first and the fight. So I'm not excited because I'm not excited about the fight. I'm gonna it's really hard when you know that the drama is going down, okay? So number one, I do feel like speaking about drama, I do feel like your future spouse love how dramatic you are and you're dramatic in a very evil way, okay? You could be seeking revenge or something like that. Hi. Get over what? You talking to me or her? Get over what? Get out of here. Okay, so number one, I do feel like they like the drama, whatever you've been no, I didn't go. I felt. Oh, I hope you get better. Sorry for that. Get some lime and ginger. Sorry, people, to interrupt. I was just reading my friend is being sick. So, so now I do feel like they like that evil drama thing about you. You have that evil drama thing. It's like a drama, but in an evil way. Like either you seek revenge or you have this Betty thing about Betty, and your future spouse love that about you. It's kind of very funny or sexy that you Betty sometimes. Like you could be like really mad and then you're gonna be like, for example, taking I don't know hiding like his chargers or her chargers or whatever, or hiding something. You're so Betty, like you're so Betty, like you'll be doing something ridiculous. Like if they drink coffee in the morning, coffee in the garbage before you sleep so they don't drink coffee in the morning. You do things like that if you're mad. So do you feel like your future spouse loves something about you like that? I do feel like if your spouse love that you're not dependent on your finance, like you could be codependent on them and they like that, or you're not someone who's like very smart in finance or very like finance oriented. You could be like a little bit non mature when it comes to finance as well. So your future spouse love that about you. You could be trying, nothing bad with that, but they love that you're not like it's kind of funny that you don't know how to control your finance or you don't know how to manage finance, or you find it very difficult to do things like when it comes to work or organize. So they love that you don't organize things in your work, something like that you're messy, something about your messiness at work, because they could be very organized, but they're also very chilled back. I do like your future spouse chilled back, and they really like people who like very chilled back like you. I do feel like they like people who like very chilled back like you. I was like, so yeah, I do feel like that. I feel like also they like that this person. I feel like your future spouse is very organized and very family oriented, and they're very organized with their finance, so they can make money and save money and everything. But also they are like they love the laziness as well sometimes. So they like that you could be very lazy sometimes. Could be the one motivating you, but they love that you're very chilled. Like, okay, let's just not work today. Let's just chill and do nothing. Let's just not clean the dishes. You could be very clean. This is what also I'm seeing here, but something like just an example. I'm not seeing the dishes here as an example, but a good example. But it's like you're very laid back, okay? And they love that they're the more organized person, but they're more like that you're not. They maybe had a lot of people in the family, something like that. They were like very stressful, like we should do things completely in a perfect way. You're not the kind of person. I feel like your future spouse love that you're not like into kinky things or something. It's like they like things like here. I do feel like your future spouse love the thing about you, like oh the connection is back. You are like I do feel like you both are not. You have something that you don't like in other people. It could be a good thing you don't like. It's like it's a good thing, but you don't like it in other people. And your future spouse love that you're not someone who's like. You could be not very giving, not very sharing, not someone who will like go to do charity, go to help others in the street. You don't like extremely good, something like that. I don't know what is that example that I'm seeing, but I'm seeing here in the reading. So just follow your intuition, how you resonate with it. It's something about like you don't like to kind of be that extreme good person or a person who give others a lot, and your future spouse is like that. So you like that your future spouse is also not willing to kind of give others a lot. They will like a little bit selfish. It could be a little bit selfish. They love that about you, and something else about you that they love that you're not obsessively like looking to give to others or something like that. I don't know, something like that. They just love it. I feel like your future spouse love that you're very sentimental. You could have a lot of sentimental things, or you're very sentimental to jewelry, to something that they will give you. You're very like you like sentimental things, or you keep things that they're very sentimental. It could be very like you like vintage things, and you don't. You're like I don't feel like you. For some of you are like what do you call that, minimalist or something like that. Like you don't like to keep a lot of things around. Like once the things is like it's working, you don't like to throw it. Like if it's still good, you don't like to throw it. You like to kind of work with whatever you got or something like that. They love that about you. You like minimalist things. Like you don't like too much thing. Okay, I do feel like your future spouse love that about you. Let me drink my coffee and continue. I feel like your future spouse love that you love the garden, or you love green things or green places. It could be also weed if they smoke weed, some of you. Or they also a hippie or something like that for some of you, because general reading, there is something about the green life or something about nature or something like that. They love that about you. I do feel like your future spouse, this is what they love about you. But it's like I'm trying to not read the negative, only the positive. People, yeah, okay. We're only reading about what they love about you, okay? Not what they don't like about you. Number two, what do they love about you? Number two, people remember to like and subscribe to my channel to support my channel. And if you like any reading while I'm going live, you can send a donation, or you can send me a sticker or anything you want, okay? But not by PayPal. Nobody send me anything by PayPal. Just here if you want to. Or I rather for you to go to the link that I posted is for the refugee charity. So I rather for you there. So number two, what do they love about you? I do feel like they love your perfume. You could be very expensive, or you have an expensive taste, even in food. You could have a very expensive taste in food, or your food are really good, or you have something like you know how to choose good food. Like you're just very like classy. Like you're someone who like it could like not know shit like that. They could really not know shit in the kitchen or something like that. If your spouse love how you make kitchen or you make cooking look fancy to them. Like they want to cook because of you. Like because cooking feels like it's fancy or something like that for some of you, because general reading is like it feels like it's just something high class, because you could just go and pick, like, what kind of steak to choose, what kind of good fish to choose, and they've been going with you. I do feel like you're gonna introduce them something like new. They might go with you like shopping, grocery shopping, something like that, and they're gonna see all the prices. They are really expensive prices, and they're gonna know like there's a taste in food and wine or something like that, and how you cook it, and you see things and tutorials or something like that. You see for some of you, okay? So in general, if you are someone who cook a lot or do something, they're gonna love how you make food. It's like food is like, I feel like they maybe had a negative idea about food or people cooking or something like that. You're just make it very expensive, very classy, like the way you cook. And maybe you have a channel, you're gonna have something like later on when you're like married or something like that. Something about food is just too classy, too modern or too something. You could be also vegan, or it could be not vegan because you're cooking a lot of things. It's something that you cook like it just feel very classy. Like I keep saying classy because it's just too much. Like to them, it's just like wow, this is a different kind. Maybe this person never had someone cooking really good around the family. They always ate like canned food or like whatever food, fast food. Nobody cooks something like that. So you kind of brought a new idea about cooking, about ingredients, about something like that. For others of you, it's not cooking. Some of you, I'm saying cooking. For others of you, it's just something else. Like, okay, it could be like clothes, it could be wine, it could be alcohol, it could be anything that they have a different perspective because of you. And they're gonna have a new interest because of you. I do feel like they love that they have a new interest because of you. You could have a new interest in things that they were not interested in, like alcohol, like wine, like things like that. I feel like it could be coffee, it could be anything. It could be perfume as well for some of you. It could be someone who's like been raised in a culture where you have a lot of perfumes, like Arabic culture, like us, like you have a lot of perfumes or something like that, or you have a lot of things, and they could just really learn something from it. Like they might be like in a culture where they don't have a lot of things from it, like then they're gonna learn things and they're gonna love. It's just they're gonna be looking at things differently than the way like they see in it, the way they were seeing it in their culture. So maybe in the culture is just something not important, and they're gonna see it from your way. So they're gonna love that you introduce them to new things. So it could be culturally or a new things like hobbies, but more likely I feel like you made them see things differently. They're gonna love that about you. I do feel like your future spouse love how aggressive you are. It could be very aggressive as sex. I feel something sexual here, very aggressive. You could be very clingy, but at the same time very aggressive in sex sometime. Or you could be very someone who can take control in sex, or like you're someone who's like you don't take no for an answer if you're horny or something like that. Or you do what you want in sex, or you're very comfortable in sex, or you make them feel comfortable. I feel like all the above for some of you. You make them feel comfortable, you make them get like less stress in sex, or more comfortable with the thing with you. They're more comfortable with you in sex, or more like relaxed with you in sex. They really love having sex with you. It could be also kinky things that you do together that you're both comfortable with, and your future spouse love that you are comfortable with them, or you trust them. Are they like, or you trusting them or something like that here about trust, something inside the bedroom here, okay? I do feel like your future spouse, you both love each other in this way. I do feel like you both feel comfortable with each other. I feel like your future spouse is gonna find you attractive all the time, and they're gonna be wanting you all the time. I do feel like they love that they're attracted to you even with time. They're gonna feel attracted to you sexually, or you attracted them sexually. I do feel like you both are like really loving, and you're both attracted to each other. Like you're both gonna be attracted to each other, and this you're just gonna build your confidence more and more about love and giving more to the relationship, because you know that this thing never gonna die. So I was like 10 years go by and you just feel like it's yesterday, and you still feel like you want each other, you dress up for each other, you're looking good for each other. I do feel like you're both admiring each other, so they love that about you. I do feel like your future spouse love that you admire their past. You could be some, they could have a very dark past, or a they're very tragic, like cause some they maybe for some of you went through something very tragic in their past, or something very painful, something like that. And you could be like taught, I feel like some of you taught them how to wear that proudly, how to wear their past proudly, how to wear that proudly. For some of you they could be like someone in the closet, you could be like in the LGBT community, and you taught them how to be confident and to come out of the closet, something like that. For others of you, they just love that you made them feel proud of who they are, and then maybe had some kind of things, dark things that other people made them feel bad about, or something like that. You'd be like really proud of them, and then I love that you're proud of them and you made them be proud of themselves. I do for some of you, maybe you're gonna give your future spouse something that they're really gonna love, or you have something already because it's general reading, but I feel like you already have something that you're gonna give them, whether it's like something to get care of. For some of you, maybe you're gonna have a baby together, of course, with the future spouse, but maybe you already have a baby, a child, and you're gonna give them that child, or they're gonna be taking responsibility or being a stepmom, stepdad to the child, or you might adopt a child, or you already have a child before you get in a relationship. Okay, so I do feel like your future spouse love a lot of things about you. Number two, because I do see a lot of things here. So let me drink my coffee so I don't get out of breath. I do feel like your future spouse love your eye color, something about your skin color, your eye color, your physique. I do feel like something you do. You have a lot of creative things. This is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like you both love a lot of things about each other because you both creative and you both like influence each other in a way to do something more creative. Like you both have ideas and they love that you have ideas and you're never boring. Like you have ideas to do something new, or you always do something with them and they never bored with you, and they love how you look and how handsome you are. I feel like your future spouse love your height. It could be like you have some kind of height, or also even like something about your intimate area. It could be a dick or your pussy or how it feels. They could really love that about you. I feel like your future spouse love some kind of like routine that you have when you watch some movies or TV together, something like that. I'm seeing here. Also, they love like going in a place together. Like there's a could be like a special place that you go together all the time. Like it could be like a holiday kind of place, like a country or a place that you got proposed to, something like that. There's something that you go to every time and or every season that they love going there with you. I feel like your future spouse love a lot of things about you. It's almost like you made them see life differently, so they're gonna love that about you. They could have a really dark perspective on life, or they could been through like a lot of things that they were kind of like, I don't feel like they were committing to something. They were not committing to a relationship. Even if they had a relationship, they were like half-ass out the relationship. They never been in love before. They could be even never had a stable house, stable foundation, or something like that. They love how you made them see things differently, and they're comfortable with it. You made them feel comfortable with something they were not comfortable with. Okay, there's a lot, but number three, what do they love about you? What your future spouse love about you? I don't really like number three. There's gonna be a hustle before you get married to this person, okay? For some of you, this is a hustle. You might be already married, or you got divorced, or you have a child already. For some of you, or something like that, or this person gonna have someone, or they're gonna get out of a relationship first, or you're gonna know them through a third party. Because I feel like some of you there's a choice or a third party or something like that. For some of you, not all of you, before you get together, or there's a breakup then a reconciliation again, or someone gonna blow it up and then a reconciliation again, or you're gonna be together again or something after a long relationship. So if you already like been broken up with someone, I don't feel like your future spouse love that you're very intuitive. You could be very psychic, or you're very intuitive, or you know shit. Like you can read people's mind, or you're very cutthroat, or you're very direct. And of course we got the Aries here, but we got the moon in Aries, okay? I feel like they love that you're so direct and so blunt with your communication. And I feel like your future spouse love how you don't give a fuck about doing whatever you love in front of people who don't like it. Like you kind of throw shit on people's face. They love that about you. It could be like throwing shit on people's face, like not purposely, or sometimes it seems like it's purposely, okay? Because sometimes people may think that it's purposely. You're doing it that, doing that, doing that purposely. I do feel like they see that about you. It could be also funny, but something about you is just, I feel like your future spouse could not figure you out at first. This is like the on and off energy that I'm sensing. They could not figure you out, or they could be very intimidated, or you could be like breaking up or choosing someone else and then coming together again, because there's a lot of separation here. I do feel like they love something about how your body look, a lot of body figure here, how your body look, how you think. Oh, thank you for the donation, honey. Thank you. So they could just love how your body look, how your body shape look, or something like that. I do feel like future spouse love something about your crystals. You could be literally a psychic or someone who do readings. You chose number. Oh my god, you chose number three. Of course it's you. Of course it's you, because you got a baby daddy, and hopefully this is another man. Yeah. So they love that about you. You got a lot of crystals or something in your house, or you're very obsessed over about spirit, about planet, something like that. They love something about you, just really really different. It's kind of like magical to them. Number three, it's kind of like magical to them. It's kind of magical because you just have your own ideas, your own universe. It's almost like you're always talking about energy, or talking about telepathical things or something like that. You could be also practicing that with them, or you could literally read their mind. And they love that. They find it magical. Okay, they find it very, very magical. I do feel like your future spouse love how you're very satisfying, or you like to satisfy them at sex. Like you could give them blowjob, you could give them like head, you could give them anything. Like you love how to satisfy them. Like you would do anything, like even if it's not about you having sex to relieve them. They love that you really try to seduce them or try to make them feel comfortable in sex, or better, yeah. You try to seduce them or something like that. I do feel like your future spouse love how your like boobs look or your chest area, something a lot about your body. Okay, I'm talking about your physical body here. If your spouse is very obsessed about your body and your physical body or your color, they could be from a different color because they're really obsessed about your color, like your eye color, your hair color. They could really love it how you wake up in the morning with your hair and how you look, your eyes, and naturally your skin is just different to them, or could be similar, but they love your body and how you look. Okay, so they're really attracted to your physical, or they find you very attractive no matter how long it's been. I do feel like they love how you talk. You could talk on a radio or in a channel. They could have a channel later on, or you could also talk on the phone or record something. There's something like an electronic device that you're talking to. They love that. So you could have a broadcast for some of you. For others of you, they love how you talk to them through the phones. They could work abroad, or you could meet each other from like you could meet each other for some of you in a class or somewhere abroad, and then separate each other, be separated from, because you're gonna go to your hometown. This is the separation that I'm sensing for some of you. Okay, hi. So it could be like you're gonna be separated because of like something gonna happen. They're gonna have to go to your hometown, and they're gonna have to, or you may meet each other like from a distance. There's separation first. Okay, there's like here there's a separation, or there's some kind of distance. So they love how you talk to them through the phone, or you have a phone sex. You could be very like sending them also like erotic things, or voice note when they're at work, like really sexual things, or something about you saying a lot of voice things. Okay, so you could really fight with them with a voice note when you're mad, and just like say shit when they're at work or something. Something like you say is really attractive to them, or they love something you say through the voice note here. This is weird. I just said it and I realized I do a lot of things like that. But I'll choose after that. So I do feel like your future spouse love that about you. I do feel like your future spouse love something about like you could have a tattoo later on in life, or you could have something that you do with the sports, either tattoo or sports or bodybuilder or something with your muscle or your body. It could be like very fit later on in the future. You could have a tattoo. You could have something in your ass. You could just have a really lovely ass or body shape, but something about your body. For others, you could do something like skating, like some kind of hobby, some kind of craft that you take a lot of pictures and you post it online with your friends, or you do something they love watching you do that. It's just very exciting to them, and they're very proud of you. They find it very fun. They love it. They love it so much. You could have a hobby later on in life that you're gonna boast a lot about. Could be just a simple hobby, could be something, but it seems very fun that you do, very creative. Some of you doing something like sewing or something like that. I do feel like that. What your future spouse love about you? They love how you're excited about like events and holidays, like their birthday, your kid's birthday, or like you're very excited about like gathering or days like that. You could plan it for ages. Like you could plan. They love the thrill. They love the thrill. So it's like imagine whatever your religion is, if whatever holiday that you celebrate or whatever you want to celebrate, that preparation with you is the best time for them. It's like they love the atmosphere that you created. You could create an atmosphere, like let's say before a new year, before Christmas, on Halloween, on whatever Eid, on whatever like religion you celebrate. They love that you before that, a month before, you have a routine. They do it for the family and everybody. Like you have things to bring, you have food, you clear a lot of things. They love doing this with you. They love that you created some kind of tradition for the family, something like that. They love that about you. I do feel like your future spouse love talking to you for hours a lot, so you're lucky because your future spouse love talking to you, and like they love spending time to just talk to you. It's like talking to you at the end of the day, or eating and talking to you is the best this is the best moment of the day, something like that. Like that, they love talking to you or communicating to you or also having you. I feel like they're proud to have you around friend and relative to talk with them. They love hearing you talk to others. They could be not very social, so they could love that about you. I do feel like future spouse is very obsessed with your body, and they could really obsess about the idea of getting you pregnant before when you meet them. I know she doesn't want to hear that. Okay, so they could really obsess about the idea to get you pregnant. Number 4. What your future spouse love about? Oh, we got a new moon in Aries again. What the fuck? Go for it, but the other one was different. Here, go for it. Let me drink my coffee. I do feel like your future spouse love how you have a baby face. Is what I'm seeing here. You could have a very baby face, or even if you're very manly and you have a very woman figure, like you look like a woman, you're not like a child, or you look like a man. It's not about that. You just have something innocent about your face. You could just really have a masculine face, a very feminine face, or whatever. But you have the side of you when you smile, or you're sleepy, or look very childish, or you have a very baby face, or your face is very cute. Okay, they love that you're cute. I do feel like your future spouse, they could really love something about you that you open their feelings. I feel like they could be very here. Like look at this. I do feel like your future spouse could be very aggressive. Okay, they could be very aggressive with someone who's like been through a lot. They could be someone like a player kind, or they could be a manipulative kind. Or it could be someone who's like they just like a diva, or like like this person was like they have a lot of love. I'm not saying this person is very like ugly or something like that. They have a lot of love, a soft heart inside, but they kind of like been pushed to kind of do things like that. Imagine like a boss baby. I'm seeing something like that. They've been by life forced to act like this way. They've been having more responsibility in life than you, or from a young age, or they didn't have time to kind of feel love, huggy feelings with their parents or something. They could have a very strict parents, like very like kind of soldier parents, or they could not have a parents at all, abusive parents. They had something in their life that made them feel more responsible than others. That kind of very difficult for them to kind of act their nature or to give love or something like that. I feel like they love that you kind of you broke that, and you made them feel something that was real, made them feel emotional, made them feel for something, so you go for it. I feel like you made them feel like comfortable with their feelings. You made them feel comfortable falling in love with you. You didn't run. I do feel like they're more like that you didn't run and you were not intimidated for some of you, because if some of you here, I feel like your future spouse could be like very intimidating. They could be very hot, very aggressive, very sexy or something like that. They have a lot of boundaries, because I feel they are very pure inside. They're very like I feel like they're very lovey and they're very childish inside, but they could be very intimidating to a lot of people. They could be even fed up when you meet them, because I feel like people could be intimidated by this person because they're very successful, or very hot, or very something. You kind of did not like you were not intimidated. Maybe you were intimidated and you came near them, but you kind of made them feel, or you felt something inside them, or you were talking to them in a way that you saw who they are, and you made them feel comfortable or trusting you. Something about that. I feel like your future spouse love how you're like. This is really weird. They love that you're boring. You could be not really boring, but they love that you have a very basic life or something about your basic life. They could really want that. You could be like, what the fuck? I'm boring. I'm basic. What? You could be like very simple. Like you could be someone who's like very simple. You could have a lot of things. I'm not saying that you're boring like that, but they love that you do a lot of things, but inside the house you're very simple. Like you're very simple, and you don't go ahead and try to do a lot of things. You like tiny things. You like silly things, or you could be also very simple with communication. They don't have to fight with you, something like that, and they don't later, or you something about you. You're very simple. You like to have like you like tiny things makes you feel happy. Like I don't know what gifts you like simple things. There's something about you. You like boring things, and they could really enjoy that, and they're gonna learn to enjoy that, because this person could be very wild. This person could be very fiery. We've got an Aries here. It could be also fire sign time, but I feel like this person is very fiery, and they could have a very stressful life that they have to do a lot of things all the time. They've been fighting through a lot of shit. They've been doing a lot of shit. Hi, honey. Thank you. Happy 2022 for you too. I feel like they're gonna love that you calm them down. This is the thing. I feel like you could be a very calm person. You could be like doing a lot of things in your life, but to them it's like you're very calm. You're not like them. You could be just very calm, and When they're around you, they feel calm automatically and you calm them down. They might not love that at first. They might find it very triggering. They're gonna find it like they need to protect themselves. Like, what the fuck wrong with you? Why are you calm? Are you playing some kind of fucking games with me? Are you doing that? Something like that. But then they're gonna love that because you're very calm and you kind of suck their anger, you kind of suck their anxiety, you suck whatever. Because it could be very like doing a lot of things all over the place, or they could just like to do a lot of things, and you're gonna make them feel it's okay. You don't have to do it today. You don't have to do it today. We can relax. We can do it in a more like relaxed way instead of just doing it this way. We can just you make them feel relaxed. Also, it could be someone who's very responsible. They love that about you. It could be like someone who can organize a lot of things in very relaxed way. Like, you could make this person very relaxed. Like, they could trust you. This is the thing also I see, because this person doesn't trust anybody with anything. They could really trust you with decisions, or trust you to take care, or like if you're a parent with them or something like that, they take care of your kids together. They trust you with decisions, or they trust you that you're gonna do something. It's like they can trust you that you're gonna do that. You're gonna do that. They don't trust a lot of people doing that, being responsible. They trust that you're very responsible. I feel like they're gonna learn that, okay, I can put my head on the bed and sleep today because I know I have a husband or a wife that they're responsible. And if I'm not feeling okay today, it's fine. They're gonna do that. I don't feel like they're gonna relax, because there could be someone who's not relaxed because they had to take care of a lot of things in their life all the time, so they don't rely on anybody. They're gonna realize that they can rely on you, and you can make them calm down at least. I don't feel like a future spouse love that you're not a pushover, or you're someone who's like you don't like to be pushed around. You don't like anybody pushing you around, treating you bad, because this person could be like really used to treat people bad, or like treat people like shit, or treat people like who do them bad, really bad. It's not like treating people like shit. It could be like this person just very like, if they don't like you or something like that, they could be very mean, or they could be very direct as well, something like that. They're gonna love that you have boundaries, something like that. Here it could be like, could be sometimes too much. It could be like someone who's like, when they get mad, they could say or do a lot of things that you could not accept it, and they love that you don't accept it, because they could be really sometimes feel people are weak and they step away from a relationship because they feel people are like weak. Like, they could be like fighting, or they know they're explosive and they know say a lot of things, but people don't say things back. I don't feel like this person is like, could be like in Aries because they could be very direct, okay? Because they could be also in Aries because they could be very direct. They could tell you exactly the truth, what they don't like. And sometimes people take it as an attack, and they like that you don't take it as an attack. You talk back. Like, you say, no, I don't think so. I think that and that. And they like that you have a conversation with them, because most of the time, Aries like that, I'm an Aries because I'd be so direct with someone talking and they feel like I'm attacking them or something. I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm trying to tell you I don't like that. So if I'm wrong, it's fine to correct me, to say, no, I don't think that I've done it this way. Didn't mean it to do this way. I'm like, oh, okay. Because Aries seriously are the most people who like don't take fight seriously, and we don't fight. We just say direct things, and people are like always misunderstand us. Because when you communicate, we just be honest, and we want you to communicate the truth back or to correct us, and that's it. Because even the next day, it is not important. We don't take anything seriously. We don't take anything to heart. Okay. So this is the thing that they love that about you. They love that when they talk something like, I'm mad, I hate that, I hate that. You don't feel like, oh my god, I'm not gonna communicate to you right now. You are attacking me. They love that you say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it this way. I actually was doing this. Like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought you're doing it this way. So they love that you make the conversation easier. You understand the communication language or something like that. I'm gonna drink my coffee because I'm tired. They love that you're fun. Something about music, you could do a lot of music, or something about dancing or organizing parties. They have a lot of people around you. They could love that you have coffee spilled here. They could love that you have a lot of people around you, or you invite a lot of people. They could really love the social life that you have, because they could really love talking to people, and they talk to people because of you or something like that. Or they love that you have a lot of events and you do a lot of events or something like that. So they end up like talking to a lot of people because of you, or doing a lot of things because of you, or having a lot of people because of you, or just they love that you're very social like them, or you like to go outside like them, because this person like to go outside a lot. Something about you, they love that you together have the same business, or you're doing the same business together, or something like that. I'm seeing like something from the window there. They're doing the same business together or something like that. They love that about you too. I feel I don't feel like this person. because I saw something from the window. I don't feel like this person love that you are always there. This is the thing, because they could not trust any people to be there. They could test you at the beginning, but you're always there. You never go. They love that they can trust you, that you never go. Maybe they had people going away. Maybe they lost people in their life a lot of time. They love that they know that you're never gonna go anywhere. Okay. Do you feel like that? Do you feel like your future spouse loves something that you do either with wood? You could do a lot of things with wood, that you create something. You could be like doing a lot of furniture or something with wood here or something like that. Okay. Also, they love your bedtime routine. You could have a routine to calm them down, or you do something like before bed to them or something like that, that kind of make them feel very relaxed and very happy. They kind of make them feel like they can sleep. They could have trouble sleeping after a stressful day or something like that. And I feel like your future spouse love that you're proud of them. You could be very proud of who they are. You could be like really appreciating who they are, and they love that you're appreciating who they are, because not everybody appreciates that about them. Number five, what your future spouse love about you. Number five, been waiting. Like, dang, when our time gonna come? Your future spouse love that you hate their family, or you hate something that they hate. So they love that you hate it. They love that you understand, because nobody understands why they hate their family or why they hate some certain people. And you understand why they hate some certain people. They love that. That's the first thing I saw. I do feel like your future spouse love that you're not humble. I know it's like, be humble is here first. They love how you're cocky, you're gonna be not humble, you're not proud of yourself. Sometimes you'll be like, you seem like you're in your ego, but you're too proud of yourself. Like when someone try to humble you and try to say shit to you, like, honey, you feel yourself a little bit too much. You'll be like, yes, I know, like who the fuck you think you are? Like you just proud of yourself. Like you show yourself, you're always proud of yourself. Like you don't let anybody push you down. Like you're not a pushover. You don't let anybody push you down. I do feel like your future spouse will love you because you are the true love. So I do feel like you are the true love. Or it could be also your crush. It could be like this is a crush because you're that crush. It could be also your crush. They love that they married you and you were that crush. That they really wanted to marry you. Like they really wanted it. They were like fantasizing, or they could be also crying some days because they thought they can never fall, like they can never fall in love with them, and they maybe doubted that you have feelings toward them, and then after something happened that you become together. I feel like they love that this is a fantasy. It came true. See, it feels like a fantasy here. Also, future spouse feel like their life with you is a fantasy. It's like whatever, whoever they are and you are, they feel like it's a fantasy. Like it feels like it's a dream because they had a dream about someone like you, or they wanted someone like you. Even if you feel like what me, some of you maybe not, you're not feeling that. They had a dream of something like someone like you. They wanted someone like you. They wanted someone with some kind of physical appearance or some kind of character, like in the same things, or they wanted something like that, and they thought maybe it's too much, or they're dreaming too much about like having everything together, or someone like feels like they're just laughing because they're like, this is the perfect woman, this is the perfect man. If they had that, if they had that, if they had that, but it's never gonna happen. Like this is a fantasy. You are the fantasy, so they love that. It could be also they fantasize about you a lot of time before marrying you, so they could have a crush on you. How do you feel like that? Your future spouse love how you are very mysterious. You could be very mysterious with a lot of people, and they love how you could be mysterious with them, and they have to figure you out sometime. Something about like you're very mysterious, and they love how they love that they need to figure you out, and you kind of like never boring because they always need to kind of chase you or figure you out. Because you could be someone who's like they had a hard time understanding, but they understand you, but every time you go through something, you have something mysterious happening to you. It's like, let's say you're going through something that is very difficult with your emotion or something like that, and when you need to understand your emotion, maybe you space out, maybe you need time alone or something like that, and they love that about you because you could be mysterious, and they love to figure out like what do you want this time, like what is going on, like they love to figure you out with you because you could not figure your emotion a lot, and they love to figure your emotion for you because you could be someone who's like very like air sign Aquarius. You could be also fire sign or something like that, because you could be also water sign. Water signs, it's like the challenge for them to understand their emotion, and they love that they need to understand your emotion because sometimes you could not understand your emotion yourself. Sometimes they love to like surprise you that they got it. Okay, it's like I know what's gonna make you feel better. It's like if you're upset, it could be also moody. They love that you're moody or you have a moody swings or something like that. They love how to make you better. Or you could be also something about sex for some of you. It could be like they love how to turn you on because you could be like it could be like someone like very moody when it comes to sex. Sometimes you don't want to have sex or something like that. They love how to make it fun for you and how to turn you on. This I find that challenge. You could play a game like you pretend they don't want it, something like that. Here, I don't feel like that. I do feel like your future spouse love how you do something really dark. It could be very dark to other people, but it's to them they admire or they really proudly from their heart, they're very proud and very satisfied with whatever you do for work, okay, for work or for a living, because you are doing something very honorable, like very like this humble here. I feel like you're doing something very honorable. Honorable, I cannot speak. Anyway, you're doing something like that. I do feel like they make them feel vulnerable as well. They love that about you. You could do something to help other people. You could do something very dark as well, because it could be like something like in the police force or something like that. You help with crimes or something like that. You do something to help other people. You could help people with suicidal thought, like depression or something like that. You do something that they really love what you do for a living. I do feel like your future spouse love doing things for you, and they love that you don't allow them to do that. It's almost like it could be someone who's like got used, they love to give, this person loves to give gifts, okay, but they had issues in their life with people always want loving them only for the things that they give back to them or something like that. So they love that you did not take it or you don't want it, so it's just challenge for them to do it, and they really love how you still don't want it, or you learn, are they gonna teach you how to accept it, because they love to do things for you, and it's almost like they love that you really love them for doing those things for you, because other people take those things for granted, and you really love it like when you come home and you find like a dinner or them remembering something you like, you really feel very emotional and you appreciate it, because they actually do it because they love you, and you kind of see the love in it, because it could be someone who's like you understand their love language, it could be this is their love language, and they feel like you really understand their love language or something like that. They feel like you understand their love language, they feel very lucky to have you. I do feel like the future spouse love that you do something in their work, or you made their work be better for some of you, something like that. You could be also a model or something like that. Or they feel like they love posting pictures of you on their social media or something like that. It could be very hot. They love that other people look at you as very sexy and they could show you off to people or something like that. They love that about you. I do feel like your future spouse love a lot of things about you, especially your head or something about your hair or something that you wear on your head or something you do on your head or something like that. Okay. So yeah, thank you, people. My voice is gone right now. Have a lovely day and love you all. Bye bye. And thank you again, John Dean. Is it John Dean? Bye.